Numb Bills Fan Podcast, episode number 233. This is a fast Titans and Bills at Titans preview in Tennessee. And I could have said that a little better, but not redoing this. Get out of here. You know how this goes. I'm your host, David Palermo, and welcome as always up in my practice space right now. The wife is asleep, or she was, so I don't want to yell and get all excited for 15 minutes over nothing. She doesn't even like football. It's fine with me. I don't really like it either. So anyways, we're here. I just want to get this in. Had a fast podcast, or an hour and a half podcast with Pat Moran from Moran Analytics, number 232. I accidentally started off by saying 233, so that was 232. Had a little miscount, can't count. First day waking up here. Anyways, so Pat was a great guest. He has awesome guests, so please check that one out. 232. That one will stand the test of time. All about the Buffalo media, and really respect the man a lot. And he's had some great guests. So John Fina, he's had Adam Schefter, he's had Pancho Villa twice, he's had Sal Capaccio 3 times. A lot of great guests that I think a lot of fans here would like. Also, a lot of stuff about Bills or just culture in general, which is cool. So it's his own style, a little bit different than this one. If you don't like swearing as much, he edits his, I believe, a little bit. Not a bunch, but just like takes out like dead shit, or I'll just keep swearing. I ain't cutting it out. And that's cool. I like his style. It's clean. It's efficient for me while I'm at work. But I just embrace what I do, and that's talk shit and have a good time. So, anyways, want to let you know the Bills are in Tennessee playing the Titans. Now, I want to get this uploaded by 11 here. It's already 10:09. Moved all my stuff up to our practice space that I share with some friends there. Paul from Weight We Carry, those guys. Shout out to those guys. If you go on Instagram Live, you saw a video on our Numb Bills fan account. Okay, you saw a practice with Weight We Carry during the Bills game, all watching the game. It was so funny. So yeah, I'm borrowing your mic right now. Too bad, guys. Anyways, so I'm here, set up on this speaker cabinet, amongst other speaker cabinets, and using gear to hold other gear. And what I like about being a minimalist is I brought my shit up pretty quick. So, got my board up here, got the used MacBook, or iMac thingy I got out of Craigslist in Buffalo, and I'm back. So I want to get into something real quick. Now, before I forget, I've been kind of like sleeping on the Titans a little bit. And I just want to say, this is a team that I don't think the Bills go 9-9 for. And Josh Allen has three picks already. And, it's not a ton. But he's only played 4 games. And he has, he's got some touchdowns, okay? He's very exciting to watch. But at the end of the day, I mean, let's be real here. Let's just look at numbers and let's look at situations. And I feel that, Tyrod Taylor, he has the same numbers and he doesn't turn the ball over. So I really feel like the Bills could legitimately have controlled the clock with a quarterback like that. Well, the defense is so good, which is weird in Buffalo. It's so top notch. Number one, how long will it stay that way? How long can it stay that good? Because the Tennessee Titans defense is not much to sleep on either. I mean, they're a pretty good name defense. And frankly, I think the Bills have a lot in store for them right now. Marcus Mariota, all right, people are sleeping on Mariota. And I was too. I just went live, and, as far as I think this team might be on the rise. They're at home right now, okay? And look at the Bills fans hate the Titans, Music City Miracle, yada, yada, yada. I get it. But it's not that bad. That was so long ago. I remember where I was. I was a kid in a little bar with my father, and he asked me to go walk over, and some lady had a ring on her finger. I don't know what that means. If she did, he could secure it easier or not, but I had to walk by a pool table. I knocked over an ashtray or something. That's how long ago it was. So anyways, I'm a dunce. So Marcus Mariota had 3 touchdowns last game against who? The Falcons. Yeah. And believe it or not, though, no sacks, and he was sacked 17 times 3 games prior. That's a lot. This Bills defense on the edge, this should be a game that if Trent Murphy is a pass rusher, you would think this would be it, right? So Trent, get in there, dude. Don't Chris Kelsey me, buddy. If you're listening, don't beat my ass. It's okay. It's okay. I'm a good dude. Not really. I'm a piece of shit. Anyways, so the Titans much I don't know, man. Their offensive line has been a little bit of a debacle, you could say. If you got 17 sacks in 3 games, that's ridiculous. But Derrick Henry, I mean, the last 2 years he's been doing it, and he had over 100 yards last game. And Corey Davis and AJ Brown each had found the end zone. So what do you want? Mariota has no interceptions, but now he's going against the Bills defense. I'm excited to see what happens. I love that the defenses have caught up. It's just, I've been begging the Bills to find points, points, points. Meanwhile, the points are a little bit down this year. And after the Bills, what they did to the Patriots, man, defensively, I can't believe it. Now, I need to do a follow-up podcast. I really had all this ammunition. I had a bunch of stuff written out. Time went by through the week, and I wanted to focus on Pat Moran from Moranalytics. I was on the phone with Adam Deacon last night, and I want to get him on because no matter what way this game goes, we want to talk about Josh Allen. And worst case, if the Bills are 3-2 or 4-1 after this game, going into the bye week, what do we do? If the Bills are 4-1, there's going to be some huge stupid hype train, and the internet is going to be annoying for like 2 fucking weeks. So I'm cool with that. I'd rather have that than not, I guess. So, the Bills, I think, have their hands full defensively here. Okay, so here's where I'm getting at. All right, is if the Bills go 3-2 and lose, it's going to be all Josh Allen talk. And what I don't like is, and I've been warning this since Josh Allen was drafted, is stop inflating him to be better than he is. Let's just be real. I don't care about articles about leadership. There's 11 fucking players on each side of the ball and a special teams nightmare. The special teams is like a fucking science project. I don't understand. Okay? I mix baking soda and vinegar and some water, and I don't remember what part to what part to what, but I know it's a lot more water and a little bit of baking soda on top of more vinegar. Okay? Because that's just a combo to clean up any kind of, like, say, dog piss. So your dog might get kidney stones like mine had, and then it decides to fucking pee, and then you go buy Wegmans dog food. Sorry, Wegmans, but you made a dog pee, allegedly, with blood out of her, thing. And so I had to change up my food, and next thing you know, my other dog goes over to Alpha, pisses by it. So your boy here, Science Project Dave, knows how to neutralize fucking piss. How does he do that? By cleaning it up. Don't ever use goddamn something with ammonia. Your dogs will go pee there again. Duly noted, right? Yeah, free info. Anyways, the science project about special fucking teams. How are the Bills having a hard time finding a punter? You extend your fucking goddamn kicker, okay? And the guy who holds the ball that, is part of that process, quote unquote process, he's not a good punter. Hit or miss. Bill Belichick cut him for a reason. He knew he wasn't going to throw that ball. What's he do? He doesn't, on that block punt we're talking. All right? Now, look it, in dummy football terms, this is level 1 dummy football talk, okay? I don't know shit, but I'll tell you what. On that play, if you look, there is nobody on what is called the Buffalo Bills Gunners. So what happens? They're left free, and the kicker doesn't wave them inside to, max protect, so he doesn't get fucking blocked. Well, if this coaching staff is a little bit trepidant about audible shit like that, I'm almost wondering what the fuck's going on here. So, how is that even a factor? You had Tom Brady against the ropes, and this defense came out blazing a trail. So offensively, the Bills just fucking Bills. And we've seen it too many times. I've seen this movie too many times where the Bills are now 3-1. They're going into a team that they should beat. And if they come out losing, which I woke up with this fucking losing pit, which is, lame. Oh, I woke up with this feeling. Yeah, I know I'm lame, right? It's true. Now, that little stupid feeling of letting the Bills bother me and ruin my fucking week is over. 2018 drained that from me. When I got fucking raped going to these fucking shitty games, and I say fuck a lot, so fuck it. And essentially, Look at the Titans are fourth in the NFL in points per game. That's nothing to sneeze at. The Bills can't score fucking points. They have a hard fucking time doing the thing, scoring fucking points. All right? And that's a problem to me. All right? So, Titans have allowed 15.5 points a game, and the Bills are behind them at 15.8. Again, defensive battle, who doesn't fuck up? But Mariota sounds like he's coming off of a fucking great game. I mean, you had receivers going for over 90 yards. You know, AJ Brown had 90 plus receiving yards, so nothing to sneeze at. Matt Barkley, real quick, he went in. I was looking forward to him all offseason, and I was predicting, oh man, quarterback controversy. Let me tell you something. I wonder if they pull Josh Allen if he throws 3 picks. That's crazy. I don't think he will. I can see Josh Allen coming out of this, playing smart football, not doing the stupid thing. Just give us one more week of not being stupid. And then we're going to go into the bye week. We're going to put you on a pedestal. Dude, the franchise quarterback is fucking here. Can you believe it? Just stop selling me hot fucking garbage. Stop selling me level 10 hot garbage. If you want to sell me like a notch above where the team is at, like the team's like at a 6.5 for me right now to an 8. Okay? I can vary. They're not a fucking 11. They're not Spinal Tap. Get the fuck out of here. They're not turned up to 11. They're okay. They're building. Defensive line and the defense, I can name a few parts that are pretty fucking outstanding, like Micah Hyde, Jordan Poyer, Jermaine Evans, off the chain. Milano's everywhere. Defensive line, you got a good rotation. I really liked how Jordan Phillips stepped up and stuff like that. I was worried about the run game with the Patriots. I played Sony Michel on my fantasy team, and because I thought it would be that Bolden breakout game. Every few years as a running back from the Patriots against the Bills, you go, who? And Star O'Toole stepped up. I thought he had a good game. So, Star, shout out to you, dude. I've been hard on you. I believe you had a tackle for loss, if I'm not mistaken. You had 2 tackles against the Pats, which is your total all season, and I understand you play a different position. You're a lunch pail guy. You keep your mouth shut. Good dude, So I like to see him succeed. I've always thought his contract was high, and my whole thing is, if you're new to this podcast, is don't tell me that the players that were here weren't fucking good enough when they made a bunch of Pro Bowls, and don't tell me that they were paid too much money when the guy making the contracts, Jim Overdorf, was here since the 90s. Okay? The Buffalo Bills media department and public relations, they need to give you something to go on for a little bit. They're going to give you a little ammo. The ammo is, those guys they had in here before was all fucked up, and it wasn't good. Okay, cool. Meanwhile, we were supporting them and buying their jerseys and shit, right? Signed my Percy Harvin jersey, which come to find out is the dopest jersey ever. Pun intended, because he's smoking weed every game. But hey, man. Hey, Pat McAfee. I am new to this dude, Pat McAfee, the punter from the Colts. Hell of a little YouTube show. I know, you guys are going to yell at me for that, but hey, good show. I really can't complain. He was going off about Percy Harvin, and I forgot the medicine that they take. It's a shot, and they don't even know what it does to their liver or their kidneys. Meanwhile, because as he says, the old white people, they don't like marijuana, so But it's okay to have 7 prescriptions and go fucking kill yourself or your family. Anyways, so the Bills defense, I think, could be playing a Tennessee Titans team that is talented and they're sleeping on them. Game 4. What is your team after 4 games? That's what Bill Parcells says, right? You know your team after 4 games. But the Bills can't consistently score a lot of points. The Bills defense can consistently do their job. And they're talking about getting points. Is that like a shot at the offense? Huh. Eyebrow raised. Doubt it. Not trying to cause shit, but just wondering. Special teams? I already talked about you. But again, this is a manageable game. And if the Bills could just stay out of their way against the Patriots, they win the game. They win the game. If you look at how many yards a game the Bills average, it's like ridiculous. The Bills average 387 yards a game. They're 10th in the league. Okay? Now the Titans are 321.8. Yeah, this is all per the Buffalo Bills app. Okay? They have a nice little preview thing. You should look into it. Pretty cool. So, defensive points per game, we already went over that. The Bills are 6th in the league. Titans are 4th. Defensive yards a game, the Bills are 2nd, and the Titans are 12th at 337 the Titans defense allows. So if the Bills can get points, it can happen. If they can turn those yards into points. And when you turn the ball over to the other fucking team, it's not a loss. I mean, you're taking time off the clock. You're really playing the clock. But if you can't eventually make points happen, what are we doing here? That's been my problem with this McDermott team is the lack of points. A great defense is good if you have points. But the Bills, me and Pat were talking about Tyrod Taylor, and he was saying he talks to former players, me and Pat Moran. So Pat Moran from the last podcast, 232, Pat Moran from Moran Analytics. And he brought up that he talked to multiple former players, and Tyrod Taylor cannot read a defense. Well, Josh Allen can read a defense. Why the fuck is he still throwing it to the other team? His game is a lot like my fucking Madden game. And my biggest fear, again, was we're going to get a year where Josh Allen plays. He's not set up through coaching, and he has 11 games already with the timer ticking. Bills fans are stupid. They have no patience. At the same time, are they stupid or am I stupid? And buying into Bills marketing for years. Because then I woke up about a few months ago, and I just bashed my head on the wall. I go, whoa, whoa, whoa. The Bills were cutting-edge offense in the fucking 90s. The Bills we know is... Oh, it's a snow team. We got to run about what? No, that's not the Buffalo Bills. That's not. No, fuck that. That's stupid. This isn't like 1950. Get out of here. All right. I know that the forward pass is just invented. So look at. I think the Bills have a tough one. They're fourth in rushing the ball themselves. Frank Gore is a monster. I'm very, 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 very stoked on Frank Gore. I think he's solid. I think he's dependable. He always falls forward. You got to guarantee 3-4 yards. Take him. Make your third down manageable. I think that's what makes the Patriots always good. Is they always have a manageable third down. All right. Lee Smith, 4 fucking penalties last game. Lee fucking Smith. Lee. If you're going to tell me there was going to be one guy that was on the Bills from Chan Gailey, and it was going to be Lee Smith back with the team, I would have bet a lot of money. But he is hands down one of the meanest and best pass blocking tight ends in the fucking league. So I should say blocking tight ends, not just pass. So I like him on the team. I think he is a guy that communicates Bobby Johnson's system to the rest of the team and terminology in the offseason. I think he was an asset that we don't see. All right. Again, Derek Anderson came in with Josh Allen last year, and Josh Allen's a light one on. No, Derek Anderson was brought in, and there was a vet that's watched fucking tape before, not Nathan Peterman. Hey, Josh, why don't we learn behind the worst quarterback in the history of fucking football? Literally, the history of football. The history of football. Let's learn behind him. But no, we have a process, and, Dave, you're just negative, and why are you so down on the team that the Bills drafted a turnover fucking machine and they set them up for disaster? And now we're 4 games into the season, and I'm hearing from my boy Adam Deacon that Bills Mafia boards are just lighting up, like already tearing the kid apart. And this is why I was pissed, because I'm supporting him, and I'm going to be left here with my fucking popcorn and eventually my Josh Allen jersey like, guys, what are we doing? Meanwhile, I'm going to be sitting there with fucking Jeff Knight, the truth, talking about JP Lossman. So what do I think the Bills need to win this game? I'll tell you what I think they need. They need points. It's fucking simple. All right? Tom Brady went 18 for 39, 150 yards, an interception in the fucking red zone from Micah Hyde. Great play. Listen to Micah Hyde on Show Up and Bulldog, WGR 550. Broke it down. Great clip. Hit your fucking audio vault on WGR550.com. And the Patriots totaled 225 yards and 11 first downs. Dude, for the Pats, that's amazing. But the Bills' defense is really up against it. Really up against it. I don't know what to think here. There's a guy I want to talk about real quick. Duke Williams. Oh my God, I'm meaning to talk about him for a minute. What else does Duke Williams need to do to make the 53 at this point? I'm glad he finally got the call up after Zay Jones doesn't fight for the ball. And Zay Jones' defense, I thought he's worked his ass off this offseason. I think he's too much in his fucking head, dude. You got to chill out. But again, we talked about the old white owners not liking the fucking marijuanas, okay? And I get it, guys. Your wife's on the fucking Xanax, drinking wine at night, and just fucking passing out, and everything's all hunky dory, and you go back to your fucking prescription coma. Great. Signed, my friends who died from fucking heroin. So, thank you, pharmaceutical companies. Fuck you. If you guys don't know what's going on, your head's up your ass, and it's just unfair that these players are treated like absolute shit. And concussion this, concussion that. Oh, I guess the fucking NFL marketing team called, and starting quarterbacks are going back out there after they got clobbered. So that's just how it works. You know how it is. League of Denial. Watch that. That's my take on the NFL. Not to ramble here for a minute on it, but I'm looking for opportunity out of these players. And Duke Williams, I want to see these players healthy. I want to see them with their heads straight. Zay Jones, I feel bad for him. He needs a fresh fucking start somewhere. I think he's a good receiver. I think he's a good route runner. And I remember at camp when he came in as a rookie, I kept going, who's number 11? Who's Jones? Jones, Jones, Jones. And I couldn't believe it his rookie year. I called him being drafted, watched the Sports Network thing at Batavia Downs. They traded up. He's paired up with his East Carolina wide receivers coach. That guy gets fired after the first year. Okay, McDermott let him go. And, Zay Jones has had ample opportunity. I'm sick of hearing, well, this happened. Well, that happened. Why is it at Duke Williams that now that the dust is settled, 4 games in, we know this team, the Bills' defense is fucking for real. So those highlights that he's making on cornerbacks in the secondary against the Bills in practice, that's for real. What else did Duke Williams need to do to earn the roster? To get on the roster? What? Well, he's got to earn it on special teams. Really? I can name out 5 fucking people that I would rather cut than have Duke Williams on the bench ever again. Ever again. The kid was signed from the CFL. He came from Auburn. He's had a hell of a fucking road. And your team preaches. You have the Buffalo Bills have a marketing fucking gem. But because they're tied to the second round draft pick in Zay Jones, they have to give him every opportunity, just like they did Calvin Benjamin, just like they traded for Jordan fucking Matthews, who did what? Oh, Peterman killed him. That's right. And then he got injured. So there's that. Anyways, don't get me going. Duke Williams, big game. He's going to work back at the ball. I think he's going to get open. He's a monster. I think Duke Williams, don't be shocked if you have him possibly on your fantasy roster. Just kidding. But maybe, I think he should be wide receiver 3, hands down. Bump Zay Jones down. Get Zay Jones to special teams. Have him earn it. I think if Zay Jones goes to another team, what happens is he busts in on special teams. He gets some opportunity on offense, more like a wide receiver 4. He builds up his confidence, and he moves up. And I feel like next year, mid-next year, he could be having a good season somewhere else. Maybe it is with the Bills. I don't care where it is. I care about the mental health of these athletes, frankly. And I'm not here just to fucking pile on. That's not what this podcast is about. But if you're sucking at the sport, I'll tell you. I'll let you know. But it's never about that. Marcel Darius gets busted for weed. Me and Adam Deacon back in the day, we do a live video bumping some hippie shit. And, with our fog machine and our tie-dye. And our tie-dye Bills shirts. That's how we roll. So, hope you enjoy this podcast. Look for a game out of Duke Williams. I can't wait to see him play. He's making plays on the Bills D in practice and all season long. What the fuck is taking so long? Anyways, tune it back here. I'm your host, David Palermo, brought to you by Noochburger Designs. Get all your designs, any graphic arts you need for your business, your home, for your children. You want to make t-shirts, you want to do whatever, hit them up. Also, you want to hit up Punch Drunk Sports, brought to you by punchdrunksports.com. And really proud to say that those guys are fun. Great, fun podcast, loosely about sports. A lot of ball busting, a lot of F-bombs. If you're sensitive to your ears, don't listen to it. Don't want to hear it. I mean, you should listen to it anyways. But Ari Shaffir has a Netflix special out, Double Negative, on Netflix. Yeah, it's kind of a big deal. Great comedian. He's also doing the Sober October with Joe Rogan and all that crap. He always does it, which, he's even said it's kind of, he doesn't care. Because Bert Kreischer just makes out like a fucking bandit anyways. Just does what he wants. Just laughs and gets laughs, which sucks. So this has been your Bills and Titans preview. As always, tune in on Instagram, Twitter, and wherever you'd feel like it. So give us a call at numbbillsfan.com. So thank you, and I'm your host, David Palermo. As always, subscribe everywhere. Thanks.